Hello, hello, testes, testes. I think we're all good. We're good. Good. Hair looks weird, but it is what it is. Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to the stream, cuzzy-wuzzies. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday evening. Hello, Junior. I look better today in terms of what? Like the camera looks better or I look better? Because I feel like dog shit. Volume is better. I look extremely skinny. Ah, stop. Ah, stop.
I'm gonna come.
Stop it. You stop it. All right. Before we start, there's a couple of things. Apparently there is a new trailer for Rings of Power Season 3. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. And I said that you were on some kind of diet. Makes you look too skinny today. Less. So do I look skinny or not? What are you saying right now? Out of here creating roller coaster of emotions. Last time you've heard about the Rings of Power is because it wasn't good. It really isn't that great. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it is. It's all we have right now, so what can I do? You know what I mean? What can I do?
You cannot hide. I see you. There is no life in the void. Only death.
The stream captures frozen. Is it really? No, it's not. There was a sound, but no video? Yeah, that was just a sound clip. That was my soundboard. That was just Sauron soundboard. Anyway. Let's see this. Okay.
Now is the mighty hour come.
The Dark Lord is on the brink of crafting a new power. One ring to rule them all. He's got armies.
Oh shit, Nazgul. Okay. First look at Nazgul.
Will burn.
Has it not yet occurred to you? Death might well be the price of saving it.
Is that the Witch King, or is it just
Friends of Mordor.
a random Nazgul?
Come with me.
The Dark Lord. We have to stop him. The shadow rises in Middle-earth. How would you like to rise with it?
Oh shit. There he is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
He's gone.
I really hate this fucking Galadriel portrayal, and I hate this Gandalf. Look at this this is not Gandalf. This is just some high school drama teacher. He looks my age. Gandalf's supposed to be old, man. What is happening? I can't let. This is what is wrong with this show. Is the characters really don't look like the characters, and they don't act like the character. They have completely different personalities. Always a bad omen when they spam emotional scenes in trailers. Yep, this is Gandalf. This is Gandalf, indeed. So, if you don't know, the show takes place, like, thousands of years before the Lord of the Rings. This is basically the events of the Silmarillion. Right, so this is Second Age. This is thousands of years before Frodo or the Lords of the Rings or the Hobbit or anything like that. So this is like around the time supposedly when Gandalf arrives in Middle Earth in the first season of the show. But he's not supposed to be young looking. It's not like he arrived into Middle Earth and then and he was a young buck, and then he fucking just aged until the Lord of the Rings. That's not what it had. He always had the same appearance. In fact, all the wizards did. All the wizards looked like wise men. That was the whole point. And and this guy just looks like a sheep herder. It throws me off. Because what else did they show? And this is Galadriel. I mean, she's also like, it's not Galadriel. Like, if you've watched the first two seasons, she's essentially the worst part of the whole series. Like, the portrayal of Galadriel is completely off. And this is some white-ass Nazgul beast. This is some fucking... I think this is Caraxes from the House of the Dragon. Disrespecting the original material? I mean... Yeah, they're like taking... Like, he's too young. He's too young.
The price of saving it.
Too young. So the whole idea is So this is by Amazon, right? And they bought the rights to the Silmarillion so that they could adapt the series, but they didn't get all the rights to the Silmarillion, so they could only use certain parts of the book, which is why they have to rewrite the other parts and cannot use certain visuals and story beats that are in the original Tolkien work. So they have to work around that shit and make their own stuff up. Which is why the timeline doesn't really match or follow the original. And by the way, where is he? This is Saruman, by the way. This is Saruman. And in the series, Saruman is the first wizard that Gandalf meets after he arrived in the Middle-earth, which is not how it is in the books. In the books, Saruman is the last wizard that he meets. In fact, Saruman arrives to Middle-earth way later than Gandalf. Here, he was already there when Gandalf arrived. Saruman arrives to Middle-earth as the leader of the wizards, as the most powerful one, as a last wizard because they needed his help. And so the Iluvatar send him there as a cavalry type of shit. Is they were like, okay, we need to send you because you're the best of them. They need your help, so you also go, and you will be the greatest one of them. And that's how Saruman came to Middle-earth. Here, he was some kind of fucking cult leader already in the desert, leading some Easterlings for no reason, already evil. He does not turn evil until the Third Age during the War of the Ring. The Second War of the Ring, rather. Here he was already evil, which is why Gandalf had to fight him. None of it made sense. Durin's cool. Durin's cool. Okay, so these are the Nazgul. They look alright, they look cool. They look cool. Okay, so it's not a Witch King because it's two of them and they look the same, so yeah, you can have two Witch Kings.
There are no friends of Mordor here.
Come with me.
This is so strange. What the fuck are we talking about? A band of brothers, two elves and an orc, working together? What is happening?
The shadow rises in Middle-earth. How would you like to rise with it?
Oh boy. The problem with this fucking show is it looks incredible. It has Amazon money, right? Like they spent $1 billion on the first season. $1 billion. Only for it to flop. Crazy style. And then they kept making it. Because they spent $1 billion on it. So, and the problem is, so for that reason, the cinematography and the visuals, it's really nice looking. It's really well done in terms of just the visual style of it. But the writing is, it spoils everything. I don't know. I'll obviously will watch the season 3 as well. Like, I'm not gonna watch it, so I will watch it. But again, like, even during season 2, I was like, man, oh, oh, oh man. Just like powering through it. It was tough. What else? There's something else I want. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be really low energy today during the stream because it's late already. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for, but I still just decided to, hop on because it is a league start. It's day 3 for us. It is day 3 for us on the league start, so I decided to at least run a little bit of maps. But again, before that, so chatters came in over the weekend and they said that apparently Kai, or Path of Kai, also playing a similar build to mine. And obviously he's a prominent POE build creator. But I didn't know that he was doing this build. I've seen no guides before I did mine. I went completely blind and kind of just raw dogged whatever I was doing, and it ended up working out. But apparently he is like the main guy who was running the same thing for this league. So I want to see his what he was doing, because he just released this new video, the update on his build. And the other thing was, what was the other thing? Low energy. What was I talking about? Low energy, being late. Fuck it.
This is my day 2 update for my Bladefall Blade Blast Assassin, and holy, this thing slaps. I've been having so much fun in this build, and we are scaling.
That MTX is crazy.
As you can see, some very respectable day 2 DPS on less than 5 div of gear, and here is showing a little bit of just how much recovery / tankiness that we have. Just on an Innocence memory fight, you're just sitting there through all the waves, tanking everything, because the instant leech is just so obscene on this build. And by this point,
can't
I have
see
all
what's
4
happening
void stones, and I'm going to start getting into some
screen.
actual end game farming over at Twitch/PathofKY live right now. But first, let's wind back the clock and talk about progression from level 1 up to this point, how things went, changes that were made, and the most common mistakes that people have made or you may make when progressing with this character. So starting off, level 1, you're Shadow. You can mule a witch if you want to, grabbing 2 arcane surges from the vendor and then 1 from your first zone. Grab a wand and go Shadow. You don't have to do that though, because when you do Tidal Island on Shadow, you get your arcane surges. You're basically just without a support gem for your blight for the first 2 zones. But dot skills and their buffs are really crazy for campaign now. The damage is just absolutely nuts. You get into Cavern of Anger. That's where you first pick up Essence Drain. As you can see, Merveil damage, very, very nice. Moving into like Act 2 and stuff, you grab a couple gems to level. Gonna be like your Herald of Ash, your Poacher's Mark, your Frenzy, Blade Blast as well. You grab those, start leveling up in your offhand swaps, and you just keep progressing on Chaos Dot up until about Act 3. I recommend swapping to Bladefall, Blade Blast, and Slinger at level 30.
Sorry. I missed
from your first zone, grab a wand and go Shadow. You don't have to do that though, because when you do Tidal Island on Shadow, you get your arcane surges. You're basically just without a support gem for your blight for the first 2 zones. But dot skills and their buffs stuff, you grab a couple gems to level. Gonna be those, start leveling up in your offhand swaps, and you just keep progressing on Chaos Dot up until about Act 3. I recommend swapping to Bladefall, Blade Blast, and Slinger at level 37 when you can get Eldritch Battery. You have the AoE wheel that's nearby that, and one small ES Leech node, and about 250 energy shield, and you are good to go for Slinger, Bladefall, Blade Blast. The biggest mistake here would definitely be swapping before that point. So the first thing you want to do after you swap is going to be going to either a vendor and buying any up-to-date current item level base wand, and then bench crafting increased fizz or flat fizz on it. And then that is it. That was the wand I used for the majority of campaign. You can also buy a Twizel unique wand for like 1C or
Twizel
or something like that. That works really well as well. And from here, honestly, you are just blasting. Like, you are just deleting every single campaign boss, all mobs. Everything should just be getting completely eviscerated from this point forward. This is some of the most obscene damage I've ever had in campaign. We are just deleting literally everything. And yeah, that was campaign.
To be fair, I think if I like realized that you could run double spell slinger, the campaign would have been even faster. Even though we didn't really struggle almost at all. Again, we died less than 10 times in the campaign, which was really good for me. So we didn't really like hit any walls. There wasn't any points where like I had to go back and level. I didn't need to backtrack at any point. So once we went, but I don't think I was spell slinging in the campaign. I think I was self-casting mostly, right? I'm pretty sure I started spell slinging like in the maps. If I'm not mistaken. Might need to go back and see, but I'm pretty sure I'll actually double check. I will double check because I don't remember myself. The videos. There's our campaign. You do this, bada bing, bada boom. Oh shit, I was slinging. I have to sacrifice hate. This is what? This is Act 4? I was already slinging? Well, which sucks. Oh shit, I don't remember this. Hatred will give me so much more damage. Okay, but then regardless, so I was slinging in the campaign, but I wasn't slinging both of them. I was slinging Blade Fall, and then doing Blade Blast as a self-cast, which I think slows down the gameplay a little bit, right? Because you have to stop to cast the Blade Blast, and you know, over time, it will shave off your or add rather to your overall time, right? So my point is, I think if I knew that you could double sling and apply spell slinger to both skills, it would have been a lot quicker, because also more output on the bosses. Even though bosses was okay, like again, didn't have any issues with bosses, but if I had the automation process happening, it would have been even better.
Moving up into like Act 6, 7, 8, and 9 and everything, you know, you're just picking up your ascendancies. Start with +1 power charge into Death Marked for the Assassin's Mark. Once you have that on, you want to take off the Poacher's Mark and then have on Vulnerability if you have Whispers of Doom. And then after that, you take the Bifurcation node. And as expected, yep, Bifurcation is completely busted. It allows you to start scaling into crit gems and stuff like that way earlier than you would normally do so, along with Bladefall, Blade Blast buffs. The campaign was just an absolute breeze. A lot of mistakes that people make is simply not capping their resistances and not having some life on your gear. It's pretty standard to have about 300 life per act, along with having your res capped from Act 2 onwards. If your res is not capped, go craft resistances for 1 transmutation orb on your crafting bench. And here's probably the fastest day 1 Kitava that I've ever had. There's the heart, and it's gone. And that was campaign. So first thing you should do upon entering
Yeah, our
maps
Kitava
is...
was also pretty good. It was pretty good. I actually want to watch it. Hold up. I want to watch this Kitava kill. What is it? Just to compare.
What? I
My screen. I think I died once, but it's because I was like caught really out of place. Come on, load faster. The fuck are we doing? There we go. Look at that health. Just melting. It's a really good leveling setup, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is one of the better fizz spell levelings, I think, that you can have in the campaign. Boom, phased again. Deleting ads almost immediately. Obviously here I got caught, I think. Yeah.
Ooh!
No?
Dude, I can't
Not
see
there?
what the fuck is happening.
I stepped on the corrupted ground there. Ugh.
Saw that. Too much shit on my screen.
There you go, phased again. I'm not running any Whispers of Doom, by the way, or vulnerability or anything like that. Because we're not technically based, we're like cold. There you go. It takes ages, but just because his phase is like, when he transitions, his invulnerability phases are fucking long. That's why it takes ages. Almost died there. Boom, and that's it. Pretty much. Like, it was a cozy Kitava, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not the fastest, but it was cozy. Definitely one of the easier Kitavas I've had on League Start. Whew.
Spend 1 Chaos Orb on each piece of gear that you have that is really trash, and get gear with
I want to
life
see his
and
tree.
resistances on it. Ideally on evasion energy shield bases. It is also okay to pick up, say, an energy shield helmet, along with the energy shield mastery, maybe for 100% increased ES from your helmet to help boost up your energy shield, because you need to start preparing for when you are taking mind over matter.
Rare monsters
this
are
is the second biggest
rare
mistake
monsters
that
underwater
people
are
making. Actually,
unkillable?
probably the biggest mistake. So when you take mind over matter, you ideally would like to have a life to energy shield ratio of 3 to 2. So if you had 3,000
Shit's overtuned at the moment, I think.
To have 2,000 energy shield. Obviously, that's not going to happen super early on, but you know, when you swap into mind over matter, you want to have at least 3 in the half K life, 3K life with a 1400 energy shield, 1500 energy shield pairing. This is insanely easy to do. I did so on
I'm
under,
giga chatting that shit.
25
I
C,
swapped
30 C
to
of here.
MOM when
The
I
best
had
way
like
to get a
2,000
lot of
life.
energy shield super early on would be to buy
YOLO.
a 5-link chest piece on a decent evasion rating energy shield base. Get a deafening essence of woe, just one of them, and take it to the boat, the new league mechanic on the boat. Throw that in there, and for like 2C of sulfur, you can use this essence on your chest piece and create yourself a really nice chest piece, hopefully. More than likely, though. That's what I did, and that was easily able to get me to 1500 energy shield, and that is when your build is going to start feeling much, much better. This is the #1 mistake people are making. They'll have like 600 energy shield, they'll take mind over matter, they'll be ooming themselves on energy shield. They won't be able to survive because they're not able to cast their skill, and they're also running out of half of their defense because their mana or ES pool is empty. And that pretty much brings us up to where we are right now.
That happens
Here's
a
our
lot to
current
me,
character,
not gonna lie.
KY_Blade Bustin.
So maybe I should,
on the way to 93.
Maybe I should
this is
fix
it.
that.
I've made the transition to cast on crit at this point. I'm gonna talk about the gear, gems, jewels, and stuff, and we'll start there. Things that I changed, I pretty much opted out
Hey,
of
tree. Okay, what does he have? Okay. Elge battery. Okay, crit. Mastery. Okay.
getting any suppression at this point. This is the swap
Blasters.
into cast on crit. You want to do this about level 85, I would say. Once you have cluster jewel with overwhelming malice on it. This cluster jewel is insanely terrible.
He's going chaos as
all
well.
of these are insanely terrible.
Nice.
I've alt spammed all 3 of these for just like nothing. I've ended up taking the leech node here with 5% of leeches instant. I don't know if this is best. POB says it's best, but I did feel a little bit of a significant difference by taking these nodes, so maybe consider taking those earlier. I don't even have any suppression. I haven't come down here yet. I do want
shit,
to,
he
though.
doesn't have any.
And yeah. So here's our current character. I'll just hover over the gear in case anybody just wants to see what we're working with, and I'll talk about it all. Pretty much just all really terrible rares besides the chest and the amulet. I'll get over those in a second though. So this foil is just either a battered foil being the best base or a burnished foil, and you just slap on a deafening essence of loathing for the crit on there until you hit a decent roll of attack speed. You can use this in the boat mechanic to spread out your essences and get more value out of that if the price is right. This thing is insanely cheap. Helmet here I bought for I think less than 5C. You know, just an okay helmet really with really bad res rolls, like way less than that. I bought this shield for 1C. It has 2 dead suffixes. It had just the evasion rating and the life and an open prefix. I crafted the open prefix on there for evasion rating energy shield, and I just boat slammed on spell crit. It was very nice to get that, but it doesn't really matter too much at this point. We're pretty overcapped, and 2 dead suffixes. This amulet, very good. I sniped this thing for 5C on day 1. You can just buy a +1 amulet and you're good. Global Crit Multi is the second best mod for your amulet. It also takes, you know, life, increased percentage energy shield, or even flat energy shield be okay-ish. Spell damage, res, stats, dex. You do need a little bit of dex. So yeah. I'm anointed with Light of Divinity on there. I have the Ming's Heart on. You do not put on a Ming's Heart until you take off your Highwayman. And to take off your Highwayman, you have basically 2 main options. I got a fractured Delve Ring with Chaos Damage Leeched as life. I was originally planning to go for a prefix on the gloves for Chaos Leech with the Ichors to get the Chaos Leech implicit. I didn't get it in like a lot, and I like mental boomed, and I went for the Delve Ring. I think the Delve Ring does end up being better because it does allow you to get a better prefix, or implicit I mean, with the Eldritch Currency, and I have spell suppression for now. This ring was a really insane and very lucky craft. I'm telling you guys, the boat is broken. Use the boat for literally everything. I just used a Deafening Essence of Scorn on this ring. I hit Cold Res and some random prefix. I YOLO-nulled off the prefix. I crafted a suffix to fill suffixes, and then I slammed with the boat mechanic with Exalted Orb, and I got T1 Energy Shield as one of the options. I slammed it again, and I got T1 Life. This thing is super duper crazy. Really lucky craft. Ming's Heart, that, and same thing for this chest piece. Oh my god, the boat is OP.
Damn.
So I bought a 6-socket necrotic armor, item level 86 plus, for like 10C to save myself the jewelers on it. I then linked it, and I used the boat mechanic with dense fossils, and in one dense fossil, this is what I got. This is literally ridiculous. It was insanely lucky. This thing's definitely a bit expensive, but if you were to just take away like some of this, say reduce this power on this chest piece by like 15 to 20%, right, and spread that across my 3C helmet and my 2C shield and my freaking 3C boots, you know, you're going to be at equivalent power for a much cheaper. These two items I just got very lucky on, and I'm wearing like 3C freaking rares over here, okay? As for the belt here, Stygian Vice, you want this when you go cast on crit. We have a 12% CDR roll in there. That is just a crafting bench craft. You want to hit exactly 12%, and then in combination with a Abyss Jewel that has 2% CDR in there, that brings you to your 14% CDR breakpoint to reach the first cast on crit breakpoint. As for these boots here, I bought these for, again, like 5C I think, or something like that, maybe 10C for these things. Yeah, and our gloves here, currently running Grace, Flesh and Stone, Herald of Ash, Conk Effect.
Grace, what?
As for our gems,
Grace,
I'm currently running Grace,
Flesh and Stone. Huh. Does intangibility mean you can randomly drop it on death? I think so. Or maybe it means something else in the game. I don't know. POE intangibility. When all flame crafting, many crafts will apply intangibility to the resultant item at a certain percentage. When then performing further all flame crafts, there's a chance that Vesper will only be able to create one ghostly copy of the item, with that chance being equal to the intangibility on the item being crafted upon. Okay. See? It does mean something different. Basically, so it's like there's no perpetual recrafting of the same item. It makes it harder and harder to recraft.
Flesh and Stone, Herald.
You don't even know a single POE crafting mechanic over Gamba? Based.
Conk Effect with a Blade Vortex.
Conk Effect with Blade Vortex.
Increased critical damage, critical strikes. Shield charge, faster attacks, Frost Blink.
Ooh, I didn't even think about using Val Blade Vortex as like a single target button. Shit.
We got Blade Fall, increased critical strikes, Spell Cascade, Cast on Crit, Lancing Steel Sprang, and Blade Blast. Steel Skin, cast when damage taken, Assassin's Mark, Animate Guardian, Meat Shield, Elemental Army, and...
Alright, he's using Blade Vortex because he now is using Cast on Crit. He doesn't need 2 setups anymore.
And Flame Golem. Animate Guardian doesn't really have anything on it yet. It's just a layer.
As in, he doesn't need 2 setups for Blade Fall and for Blade Blast because they're all now combined into one 6-link, and then he has a separate Blade Vortex setup.
And the Dying Breath, it's not really set up. Later on, we're going to be looking towards stuff like Garb of the Ephemeral to be stun immune and chill immune. That'd be very nice. Well, we'd be chill immune anyways. But then like a Kingmaker and all, you know, typical Animate Guardian stuff later. But for now, just like a low budget AG setup. And as for the Blade Vortex, it's just a Val Blade Vortex I picked up in campaign. We are so low socket pressure that you can kind of just use like a bunch of different stuff in here. I find that Val Blade Vortex is like an okay usage case. It's kind of nice. It helps keep your leech running if you're like moving around a lot and stuff. And one last quick little thing talking about Spellslinger into cast on crit setup. If you're feeling a little bit on Spellslinger, hang in there, get into cast on crit. That is what the character is all about. The Spellslinger is just a day one setup. Planning to get into cast on crit at the end of day one. That should be your goal. Okay, getting into cast on crit as soon as possible. It's about 3 divines. To do that, you just need the cluster jewels, any random trash cluster jewels. Like this is what I have in here. As long as you have overwhelming malice and like some okay stuff here, you're gonna be great. Mine are terrible. Okay, you need this foil craft, which is literally like pen C to make. And that is literally it. Okay, and enough crit on your Lancing Steel of Spraying.
He's still near the beach.
I have like 93 on it. I want
like in real life.
93 is good enough though. So that is going to be it for me. If you like this video, please leave it a like, and if you want to see more updates to this build or other builds I do in the future, subscribe. But now I'm live right now and every single day, all day long, pretty much at Twitch/PathOfKY. So stop on by and I will help you out if you need some help. Or you can leave a comment below watching.
Shit, so he's using splitting steel just to crit? Dude, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I mean, that bitrate is abysmal. Can't see shit. But anyway, kind of got the gist, I guess. Huh? No. What the fuck is this? I was playing Token Beta yesterday. Dude, that game is... First of all, it's been too long since I played a fighting game. And I just... It stirred something in me that I haven't felt in a while. That game is so much fun. We're gonna be playing it on launch, for sure. Because they had an open beta over the weekend, and I literally just jumped on it for like an hour last night. Because it was like the last day. Dude, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. It was so much fun. That's why my controller settings on Steam are all whack. Anyway, I have 1 tier 6 here. Let's run it. Let's run it. Does it have reflect? Please. I think they removed reflect, right? I think so. No more reflect. Relic chambers, overgrown shrine, alleyways. Do that. Anyway, we're pretty fucking far away from cast on crit setup, so we're gonna be slinging for a while here and not really worrying about anything else. Honestly, I don't know if I'm having as much fun in this game right now that I have in POE 2, so I don't even know if I'm gonna get this character as far as cast on crit goes. I might just get bored way before that. bored of PoE 1, I think it's just because PoE 2 is so goddamn good right now. Like, it's so goddamn good. They made the endgame so much fucking fun, and loot is in such a good state in that game that, like, it's just so hard to not play it, you know? Like, I think this league in PoE 2 was like the most successful league I've ever had in both games. I've made so much currency, I've like cleared almost all content, got 2 characters to over level 90, like it's... And it's all in a span of like 1 month or even less. Oh my god. Although this build is kind of fun, I'm enjoying it as well. I just don't know about like the end game right now. Like there's nothing new in terms of the content. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, they've updated Legion, they've updated Abyss, but Abyss is just the same as PoE 2, so there's nothing really new there for us. There's no new bosses. The new league mechanic is whatever, pretty mid. What? I've run out of everything. Fuck's sake. You feel the same with LE? Oh no! Jesus. Uh-oh. What I really can't wait is... what I really can't wait for is the, Die, bitch. Mortal Shell 2. Now that's gonna be a game to remember. Coming out end of August, so get your fucking calendars updated because there's gonna be a lot of that on the channel. I'm gonna be focusing on that. And then in September, there's gonna be a bunch of releases. I think I think the Rise of the Dawnbreaker or whatever it's called. And then we also have Phantom Zero after that, and then after that we have fucking Star Wars pod racing game. There's gonna be so much stuff. Vulnerability, I don't know if I want to run that. Fucking 0 map drops from that? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Colonnade. I wonder if I should swap out of MOM actually, for now. Because it does fuck me up sometimes with the mana. Oh shit, rat's cage. Oh shit, here we go. Gonna die again. My god. My god. At least we're strong enough to kind of deal with that stuff. That feels good. Pretty good clear, actually. And we're running with like a dog shit wand as well. So like a 2C wand. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? Why was I out of everything? Am Man, I'm swapping out of MOM after this. This bullshit. It's just it just sinks my ES and then I have nothing to cast with. Fucking garbage. Regrets.
I should raise my fees.
Hello.
Question is, energy shield leech. Question is, can I utilize it into damage instead? Elemental damage with wands, attack speed, elemental damage, elemental damage. Fuck, that's a lot of damage. I'm gonna do that. Do 5. Come on. Here. Oh shit. Terrible fucking... terrible tree. Maybe I should drop this. 30% cold damage though, you know? There's spell damage, so... spell damage while holding a shield. Oh. Great multi. Wow. Probably take that. Let's take some life. I think boss is possessed. That'll suck. Honestly, I can see how cast on crit will just be so much better, because it will take so much strain off the character because of the reservation. Because right now running double slinger just reserves so much mana. And obviously with cast on crit, you're not gonna have any of that, so you can spend the reservation on actual auras. Like, I wish I had hatred right now, for example. That would be so sick. I'm not feeling any difference on Legion yet. Feels just like always. Not really incredibly rewarding until like tier 16 juice to the gills maps. Or like a 4-way farming strats. Oh no, he's fucking possessed. Please, please, please die. Hey. Ooh, pretty good loot actually. No maps though, right? Oh, I did drop one. Okay, good. Okay, good. Mesa, let's run that. Fuck. Imagine. Fucking imagine that. I would probably stay up all night playing if I dropped a Mage Blood right now. I wouldn't go to sleep. I would play all night and go straight to work tomorrow. If we dropped the Mage Blood. I don't give a fuck. That is my promise to you, chat. If we drop a Mage Blood, that's what's gonna happen. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What a welcome party, holy shit. Pretty strong. Especially when possessed. Nice. Progress. I'm like, why am I so slow all of a sudden? And then I remember that I was possessed in the previous map. That doesn't feel the same. Can't just give me all that power and then take it away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is he not dying? Jesus. Tier 1. Fantastic. Just what I needed, game. Tier 8. Wow. Ooh, yes, please. Fuck is this thing? Jesus. Oh my god. My god. Sometimes just so stupid. Like, so stupid. This game has so much more of those moments where it's just so incredibly dumb. Like, why am I all of a sudden taking almost one-shots from mobs? I was just flying for 5 maps straight, and all of a sudden getting my shit shoved in. Okay, that shit sucks. Dude, he's a fucking blue mob. Honestly, like, I don't get these moments of frustration in POE 2. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't. In that game, shit either fucking dies or it doesn't. Or it dies you. Wait, what modifiers do I have? Fizz as fire. Extra damage from crits. Effect of curses is less. Less area of effect. I guess it kind of sucks, right? Fizz as fire is what's fucking me up. Okay. I'm also kind of treating this as PoE 2 right now in terms of the map modifiers, because I have 2 builds this league in PoE 2 that don't give a fuck about any modifiers on the map. And I'm kind of used to that. And in this game, unfortunately, you have to pay attention. 2 chains and Oh my god, this is gonna suck. Blind, maim, and hinder. What are these maps that I'm running right now? Oh no, I don't want to do these guys right now. They're already so fast always. They're gonna have more movement speed and it's... No, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Oh. Is this fire again? All hits always ignite. No, thank you. I am not doing that. I could run that. That's fine. Here. Yeah. Do that. Cool. Very cool. What the fuck, dude? Oh, Jesus. That guy's scary. What happened there? Dude, I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I'm having fun in this game right now. I don't know what to tell you. There's so much random shit that's happening. Like, after not playing it for so long and playing POE 2, I don't know, man. They've kind of figured it out with that game right now. I don't know. Just not enjoyable. I don't know why. It's not enjoyable because I have no clue why I'm dying. And I'm dying like almost in every map. Randomly. Even though I'm destroying everything. Doesn't make any sense. In POE 2, I don't, like, sometimes I don't die at all. Like, during the entire stream, you know what I mean? Full day of farming, 0 deaths. Doing like end game content. All right, I think it's late. I think I'm getting too tired, getting too irritated. Eh. Look, the build is good. The build is good. It's performing. We're progressing. There's no issues whatsoever. I think I could comfortably get into like tier 10s or 11s at the moment with the current setup. And then there might be a wall where we would have to overhaul the character in terms of, not overhaul, but like upgrade the character, because I'm pretty sure in red tier maps I'm just gonna be dying all the time. But so far so good. I'm enjoying the build, but I'm not enjoying the game. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm enjoying the build, but I'm not enjoying the game. Honestly, it's just because there's so much RNG happening on the screen, or rather not RNG, it's just like there's too much obstruction. Like, as much as POE has an issue with the clarity on the screen, this game has that times 10. And also this game has 10 times the speed. And when you're like fucking, you feel like a hamster on a wheel, or like a rat in a maze. You're just like jumping around the thing, and then you're not paying attention to any one particular thing, so you don't see what's going on. You're just like hoping that when you press a button, everything dies, and if it doesn't, then you die. I don't know. Could be an issue with the ascendancy, because yeah, assassins are historically were glass cannon ascendancies, or glass cannon characters rather. But regardless, we have insta leech, we have a shield, we have, I don't know, decent amount of evasion at this point in the game. 10k. For like yellow tier maps, that should be more than enough, yet we're still getting just one-shotted sometimes. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't... doesn't matter how shit the build is in PoE 2, I will never get one shot, I don't think, in yellow tier maps, like in the tier 6 maps. That would not happen, I think, outside of a boss encounter. I don't think I will ever make a build in that game that will die as much as I do here. It's kind of nuts. The difference is kind of nuts. I don't know. Anyway, this will be it for today. I'm gonna call it. It's almost 11 p.m. I have to go to bed. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. Even though it was a quick, short stream, we still had time. See, my brain is done. It's cooked. It's cooked. My brain's cooked. We still had fun, nonetheless. We're out here grinding, having a good time, in spite of everything that's happening in the game. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Stay wild. Have a good night.